Talking about our three power sector companies, Mr. Brara, I'd like to mention that it is all three companies are relatively okay, I would say. I wouldn't say that they're earning profit or they're doing extremely well, but they're holding on and they are improving by the day. Discom is one company, Assam Power Distribution Company, where we have the maximum number of our power sector employees. It has got about 11,000 employees, and there are approximately 2,000 employees in the transmission company and less than 1,000 in the generation company. The other two companies, that is transmission and generation, Genco and Transco companies, Transco, are dependent on the Discom for their well-being. If the Discom starts paying the dues to the transmission company and to the generation company, all three, and firstly Discom has to be in good health to pay all its due in time, all three companies would do well. I have to say one thing, that of late, in the wake of the power reforms and particularly the unveiling of Uday program, we have made some strides there. I won't say giant strides, but we have made some strides there towards bringing down the AT&C losses from the existing 23% to much lower than that. And the target is 15% AT&C losses. We are making good strides there. The state government has also been helpful to the three companies. Now when I say state government, I speak as Principal Secretary of Power. The state government has been helpful in that all the Uday dues, that is OFR, other funding requirements of the companies of Discom has been cleared by state government. There is only one last tranche which is still left. So that is happening, and cabinet and the state government has already decided to convert the past dues of the Discom into equity and grant, so that the balance sheet of the company is cleaned up. We are also making enormous efforts in trying to improve our collection. In 2002-03, when it was still the State Electricity Board, the billing efficiency was as low as 60 or 61%. Today the billing efficiency has gone up to more than 80%, about 82%. The collection efficiency was also in its 80s. Whatever we bill, we were only able to collect around 88% or so in 2002-03. Today, the collection efficiency of whatever we bill is as high as 97%. And in the recent past, we have made giant strides. Last year, whereas we collected around 4,008 crores as revenue, this year we have already collected up to yesterday 4,462 crores. So, today if we have managed to collect around 30 crores or so, next month we collect around 400 crores, we will do quite well. In fact, we will be getting about 20% increase in our revenue from the previous year. And if it's 5,000 crores, there will be an increase of around 25%. We are close to achieving it. There are some disappointments. I had a much higher expectation in revenue. We are monitoring the daily collection through a WhatsApp group of senior officers. I know precisely by lunchtime how much we have collected, and evening the all circles report how much they have collected, and then the total comes up, and we know what is the cumulative total of the collection by the end of the day, starting from April 2017 to the present times. This being so, I have to mention one thing, that December was an extraordinary month, December 2017. We were able to bring down our AT&C losses to -4%, if you will. -4%. And in that particular month, we actually were able to collect around 506 crores, excluding government subsidy. That was an enormous achievement. I have to also admit here that we have not been able to recapture that kind of intensity in our collection in January and February. One reason, of course, is that the MU injection goes down in January and February to a certain extent, and we were also badly hit by the number of holidays that came in the month of January. And this month, of course, there are only 28 days. So today is the last day of the month. So we are all focused on collecting whatever we can the last day of the month. One more thing, then, apart from the WhatsApp group that Discom officers share, is the importance and necessity of filling going through with the billing process by 12th of the month. So in February, we insisted that all bills should be ready for distribution among consumer by 12th or so. Perhaps we were not able to finish everything by 12th, but it was by 14th definitely all the consumers were probably able to get. There will be a few isolated cases where people haven't got bills, but it was a huge attempt, because consumer billing, 100% consumer billing is extremely important if we are to raise or increase our revenue. So to a large extent we were able to do the billing. But the month being short, we are badly handicapped that we have not been able to collect as much as we should. Coming to our generation company, and let me say one thing here, that our generation company provides only about 240 megawatts of power, whereas installed capacity after decommissioning of some units is about 335 megawatt. It's a small quantum because our peak load is around 1823 megawatt, but that was just one isolated thing. It's about, on an average, around 1750 megawatt. And our own distribution company is able to, as on date, to generate 240 megawatt. But its cost of delivery of power, the unit cost of delivery of power, the landed cost is as low as 4 rupees 9 paisa. But whenever we get it from outside the state and from other sources, central generators, it's much higher in 5 years. So the state, our Assam Power Generation Company has to generate more power, has to implement and execute this project well in time. We have one major project coming up, which is called the Lower Kapali project, where we'll be generating 100 megawatt. Over and above that, we have the solar power. We have the solar power parks that are expected to come up this year itself. The Amguri Power Project solar park will generate around 70 megawatts. SECI has already floated the tender, and there were a lot of interested parties, and we would probably like to participate. Pre-bid meeting has been held, so in due course of time, we should be having that 70 megawatts from solar power. The other thing is that we have also floated tender in 4 different zones for about 100 megawatts of solar power. But there the benchmark, the ceiling price, the minimum price fixed for us floating tender by various party, unit price of electric power ranges from something like 4 rupees